Hello YouTube, I'm back with another video. So this is probably going to be a quick video, okay? I am bringing it through because I have gotten this message a few times over the past couple of days, and I feel like it's something that needs to get out to the collective at this time. So before we get into the message, let me introduce myself. My name is Rachel. I'm a psychic intuitive. I work with your higher self, your spirit team, the divine, to bring forth messages through me to you. So if you found yourself to my video, there is a reason for that. There is a message here for you, and hopefully you get what you need from this video. Okay, so the messages that have been coming through to me have been about relationships, okay? And I feel as though this has been a series of channelings, and sometimes I hesitate to bring these messages forward, just like I hesitated to even say that, right? 111 on the timer. So we'll get into number synchronicities here in a minute. But the reason I hesitate is because I feel as though if I've given the message before, I don't want to give the message again. But Spirit has their own system about this, okay? And they said to go ahead and deliver this message again. And I don't know if it's the same exact message, but it's a kind of maybe a continuation of something that I've already posted. But who knows if you have seen that video, if this is your first time coming to my channel, this message is definitely for you. And if you do resonate with this message, you might want to check out some of my other videos because there may be messages in there for you as well. Again, relationships. There are a number of people in this collective right now that are navigating relationships, specifically people who are navigating the discernment of who is supposed to be in your life, 222, and who is not supposed to be in your life right now, right? So the thing about this evolutionary process that we're going through, if you will, this process of moving it from the 3D into the 5D, is a self-actualizing is what I'm hearing. Self-actualizing process, okay? So it's coming into the self, it's integrating the self, it's integrating all these parts of self. In that integration process, there are going to be changes that you undergo, and those changes are going to manifest not just I'm hearing you'll have physical manifestations of these changes, but you'll also have energetic 321 on the timer as I looked, energetic changes as well. So your energy is going to be, your energy right now has already elevated, right? And some of you have these relationships that have been built. Ooh. I don't even want to say that, but what they're giving me is oh my gosh. What they're giving me is built on sand, okay? I mean, it's not funny, but it kind of, it's just, sometimes I feel like they're very blunt, right? Whichever spirit team I am channeling in to is very blunt, okay? So your spirit team, if you know that your spirit team is very blunt, then yes, this is for you, okay? So some of the relationships have been built on sand. Some are just relationships so basically the foundation is just not there. These relationships were built on a version of you that you are no longer are no longer identifying with, right? These relationships are the old version of you. You might find that when you're interacting with certain people, that it just kind of feels like the conversation just doesn't move, doesn't flow in the way that it used to flow. They might be talking about really surface level things, and you're just kind of like, look, I am just too done with this conversation, right? You're going to start noticing confirmation and 515 on the timer. So that is double confirmation. Excuse me. You're going to start noticing that there's just a lot of relationships in your life that are going to fall away if they haven't already. And this is just your confirmation to let you know that this is normal. This is a normal thing that's going to happen. When you raise your vibration to a certain level, anyone that's in lower vibrational energy, they just do and will fall off or fall away, either through them 555 leaving, right, or through you just disengaging with these people. So there is that aspect. Those are going to be, some of these relationships to fall away is going to be very easy. It's going to be a very natural process. You might mourn the loss of this relationship to a certain extent, but you will have the understanding that this is meant to go, right? The relationship has ran its course, right? We all have come into this earth plane is what I'm hearing. We've all come into this earth plane with the agreement that we are going to be in certain people's lives for a specific amount of time. Some people are going to be your, people that you continue to grow and change and evolve with, and those are probably going to be more of like people that are part of your growth process. So part of I'm hearing your spirit team. So yeah, maybe they are part of your spirit team. They were part of your spirit team before you came here, and they're continuing that transition with you in this realm. And then there are other people that you sign contracts with that, taught you something. You taught them something, and those contracts are meant to fall away. Some people will get into a period of stagnation where they are meant to release some of these relationships that are clinging, to them, to you, to your energy, right? And that therein is what I'm hearing lies the problem, right? So you keep in mind, some of these relationships are going to be a little bit more difficult to release, right? Some of these relationships involve family members, people that are very close to you. These could be your parents, these could be your siblings, these could be maybe very close cousins, these could be romantic relationships, right? Husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends. So these could be some of your closest kind of relationships that you are avoiding avoiding the natural dissolution of that relationship, right? What you will start to notice though, 911 on the timer. So this is definitely, this part of the message is very critical. And this is the part of the message that has been coming to me. So some of these people that are in your life are not meant to go into your next period of growth. Okay, these people will be people that are hanging on to your energy, but they're draining your energy. They're draining your life force. They're draining your light, right? It's okay to mourn, the loss of that relationship. I'll share a personal story. I had, my sister was she and I were extremely close, right? And we got to a point where the relationship got to a point, and this is, before I would say my actual, how do I say it? Before I was cognizant of any kind of spiritual path or spirit guides or anything like that, right? But I've always been very intuitive, and if I intuitively feel like something is not right, I am a person that is willing to walk away. Now, when I did have to walk away from my sister, right? We were extremely close. But 11/11, there was definitely, it became very unhealthy, right? And I knew, there were moments of this throughout, our relationship, but the closer it got to the time that we actually separated, it got worse and worse and worse. So this will be something that you will see, okay? When someone is not right for you, when someone is not meant to progress to your next stage, you will notice that you will start to get more, there will start to be more signs, right? There will be a lot more signs that this relationship is not for you. You can, since we all have free will, 12/12 on the timer, you can choose to ignore those intuitive nudges, right? Spirit is always giving us the opportunity to make our own decisions. But keep in mind, when people are draining your energy, they're draining your life force, right? I'm getting a call that's coming in, so maybe that is significant. Maybe you're getting a call right now. So if you're getting a call right now, then this is your this is for you. This part of the message is meant for you, okay? So you will find that they're going to be draining your light, draining your life force energy. This can manifest in ways that are health related. It could cause you to be tired, cause you to be depressed, it can manifest in your skin. There are definitely different ways that this can manifest itself in your life, right? And it's not like a punishment. It's just that some energies are just not meant to continue for you, right? Some people are meant to you are meant to have conversations with some people. It's time to start to do some cord cutting, right? As well. Some of you have I'm getting the imagery of like a 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the door type of energy with some people in your life, or a person in your life. Yeah, that's confirmation for sure. So these these might be individuals that you need to cut the cord from. there are cord cutting rituals that you can do. Um, I just got a text message, so maybe that is a confirmation as well. 444 on the timer as well. So yes, cut the cord, okay? Cut the cord. There are, you might be communicating with somebody via text message, right? Maybe it's time to block that person. Maybe it's time to stop texting, right? If it's one of those situations where it's like you used to see them in person, but now you've kind of like left, but you still have that connection where you're texting, where you're talking to them on the phone. If they are draining your energy, then you are meant to let them go. Okay? Let them go. And you will find that the relationship will naturally kind of fade away, fade into the background. But here's the other thing that's gonna happen is that you will gain your energy back. You will gain your life force back. You will gain your clarity back. You will gain your groundedness back. Some of these relationships are meant to go, right? Some people are only in your life to pull on that divine life force energy, right? If you don't realize how much your energy is magnetic, right? How much people being in your energy, how they are benefiting from that. You will, once you cut that cord, right? These people are not knowingly pulling your energy and draining your energy and using that energy that they're receiving from you. They're not knowingly doing that, but they are getting a hit from being in your energy, okay? So it's important to make sure that you are, in fact, pulling your energy back, calling your energy back to you, cutting cords, okay? And allowing these relationships to naturally dissolve, right? It's really important to allow these relationships that you might be holding on to go. There will be some guilt, okay? You may have guilt attached to releasing some of these relationships, because some of the relationships, like I said, are going to be close relationships, right? But ultimately, deep down inside, you know who is meant to be in your life and who is not meant to be in your life. You know who is not meant to be in your life when you feel good after releasing them from your life. You know if they are not meant to be in your life when you feel bad when they are in your presence, when you feel drained, right? So keep that in mind. You will know. This is not a situation where it's not going to be clear. Spirit is pretty, they're being pretty clear with you at this point, right? Let me see if there's any cards to kind of help with this message. If there's any clarification that's needed in this message, Spirit. Some number synchronicities that you may be seeing. 111, that's been big. 654 as well. 222. Okay. So we have parity, And it says, let the punishment fit the crime. Fairness in treatment, proportional reaction to a stimulus or happening. Yes. So let me read this as well, because the other card that popped out is temperance. Sober as a judge. Voluntary moderation of passions or appetites. Abstinence from intoxication. Temperance. Okay, I'm not getting that from this temperance card. So what I'm getting is balance, right? What are these relationships balancing you out? Are they reciprocal? Is there an even give and take? If you are in a situation where you need assistance, right? Let's say you're always the person that is the strong one. You're always the one that is the backbone for the relationship, right? And now you're in a situation where you need some strength. Are these people? This is going to be a good yes. And some of you have run into this. Do these people, do these relationships, does this person that is in your life, are they reciprocating that energy back to you? Or are they more concerned about how you are making them feel in that moment, right? Are you, let's say I'm getting like, maybe you have gone through a health crisis, right? And instead of that person checking in on you, they are complaining about how you are complaining too much, or how you should just get over it, or how you should like you're overreacting, right? Kind of gaslighting you. These relationships, these are unbalanced relationships, right? And it's because these are not relationships that are meant to continue into your next stage of evolution, right? Yes. Proportional reaction to a stimulus or happening, right? Okay. So, and I've got two, yes. So even the energy here is like Libra energy, right? This is like the energy of balance, balance. I've got Libra and Sagittarius, like balance and action. Are the actions matching your actions? Are their actions matching your actions, right? If they're not, that's something to be very cognizant of, okay? You will know. Spirit is telling you, your spirit team is telling you, your higher self is telling you. Many of you who have found yourself to this channeling, to this particular video, you have already gotten those communications from your spirit team. This is your confirmation, okay? This is your confirmation. All right, I think that's it for this particular channeling. Like I said, it was a little bit of a shorter channel, even though, look, 20 minutes in and what's a shorter channel, right? Yeah, that's it. So if you felt resonant with this video, please don't hesitate to hit that like button. If you feel resonant with my energy, please subscribe to my channel. If you have anything to comment down below, I'd love to read that comment. And until next time, bye.